Thank you very much, Randy. And let's go right back to our phone callers. Next up is Andrea, listening in Tyler, Texas on the web. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Hank. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for your ministry. I'm calling today. I've had a childhood friend since we were 14. Now we're 32. And 3 years ago when I was getting married, she let me know that she had been living in a homosexual lifestyle for the past 8 years. So, it makes you wonder, gosh, was it just me doing all the talking? But anyway, I, did a lot of listening in the beginning when she shared with me. And then I told her my heart. I feel like I handled it very well, but she rejected it, and kind of let me know that I wasn't loving her. But I did explain to her that I was loving her, by telling her what I know to be true. Because it's very hard for me, it would have been much easier for me to celebrate that lifestyle and say, yeah, do it for you, And I also tried to give her examples of in my own life, where sin looks fun, for a little bit, but it's not. It's hurtful, and the Lord, like you say, sets parameters so our joy is complete in Him. So anyway, she actually got married today. And I found out kind of through the grapevine of Facebook that she did marry this gal. And so she did not share with me. We kind of text and do the very, our friendship isn't what it used to be. So, but we do keep in contact every once in a while. So my question for you is just, how do I keep loving this lady? How do I keep reaching out? I think about her constantly, even though I don't call her. But she's always on my heart. And so just help me, how do you minister to somebody who lets you know that, hey, what you're saying, I'm just not buying into it. So.
Well, I think you've been doing great. Everything you described to me is spot on as far as I can see. And I think you're really good to emphasize the fact that you do love her and you do accept her. But if you love her and accept her, and want to relate to her, that does not mean that you're not going to tell her the truth. The ultimate thing that someone does who loves another person is that they try to shield them from that which is harmful to them. Now, obviously, you can't force feed her, but you can be equipped, as you seemingly are very equipped, you can be equipped to communicate that this is not a healthy lifestyle. And just as you say, God does put parameters around our life so that our joy might be complete. But I don't think we should try in any way to shun people who are involved in lives of sin. We don't want to participate with them, but we do want to reach them. So we're in the world, not of the world. And I'm so happy that she is on your heart, that you're thinking about her, that you truly do love her, and that you're always ready to give an answer if she's ready to receive the answer that you're going to give her. And there may be a time in the future that she is desperate for help, and you can be there to be the one to pick her up and to help restore her in ways that you can't even imagine now. So the best may well yet be in the future.
Well, if you had a friend in this situation, would you kind of keep the contact small?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Keep the contact. Yeah, keep the relationship.
Well, keep it small in that, if I called her today, she would want me. Now, she didn't personally tell me. Like I said, I found out on Facebook, but she would probably want me to say, congratulations, I am so happy for you. But, I cannot say that. I am devastated, I hurt for her because...
Well, you're looking at it pragmatically. You're going to call someone up, and this may not be a perfect analogy, but let's separate it from the situation. You'd never call someone up and say, congratulations, I'm so happy to hear that you have cancer. Again, that's not a perfect illustration, and I don't want to make a direct application to this case, but the point is, if you think something is harmful to a person, you're not going to say, wow, it's so good that you're involved in something harmful or that something harmful has happened to you. But having said that, there's no reason why you can't have a relationship and be kind and loving and interact with her in all kinds of ways that human beings interact with one another. Again, the whole purpose is to be in the world. Jesus hung around with all kinds of people who did not have his worldview. And many of them were reached as a result of his love, not only by what he said, but by what he did. And I think therein is something beautiful, and that is we testify not only by the words that we use, but by our love and by our life. And the love and life do open up opportunities to testify by our lips as well. And I can tell you that from personal experience, having dealt with a person who was a pretty good friend, who was a lesbian. And I spent quite a bit of time with this particular person playing golf, actually. She was a professional. And in that process, we had a wonderful communication and relationship on all kinds of levels. But when her life hit rock bottom, I was there to help her pick up the pieces, and she was open to hear at that point what I had to say. So again, I think the fact that you have a relationship and that you're kind and you're not looking for ways to create tension, but rather you're looking for ways to enhance the relationship is going to at some point open up the future for this opportunity that we're talking about to maybe pick up the pieces or to be the balm of Gilead in her life.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for the encouragement. And thank you for taking my call.
Well, you're welcome, and you've encouraged me as well by the grace and love that you've demonstrated.